Welcome everybody to the game. Once again, we have currently the loser bracket final in front of us, and it's TeamLiquid against the Sandwich Monkeys. Game number 1 is going to be played on Dragonshire, and the Sandwich Monkey is already rotating heroes through, trying to go for a bit of a troll. So once again, when we're looking at Dragonshire, let's talk about the series first of all. We have Stitches banned out globally still because of that lag bug on his hook in custom games. It's huge lag spikes that you can occasionally get, and that's one of the main problems, and that's also why Stitches is currently not being played at all. We have Thrall at this point, banned out by the Sandwich Monkeys. TeamLiquid, of course, they could think about a ban on Rhaegar here even. Li Ming has been changed in the recent patch. We're currently on patch 16.2. Therefore, that influenced everything quite a lot. And yeah, in this case right now, the one thing that you really have to think about is that we have, with Li Ming starting to disappear a little bit from the drafts, and most of the teams are not willing to commit to her anymore, Rhaegar oftentimes banned as an early hero. Oh, great time for the hiccups. Other heroes that will be great to ban out here or take are also Zagara and Falstad, of course. Those are probably the three high priority heroes that we currently have for a lot of these teams. But TeamLiquid looking at that Sonya right now. With Thrall already banned out, Sonya's oftentimes a counterpart, and apparently TeamLiquid wants to make sure that there's no bruiser type going up against them. They might also ban that out because sometimes they're thinking about an Illidan as well. TeamLiquid is one of those teams that oftentimes goes for Illidan compositions. With Zagara as a pick on the side of the Sandwich Monkeys, we have now TeamLiquid first of all with the chance to go for Rhaegar, and I would be very surprised if they don't take Rhaegar. For me, it's still a bit of a question of what they pick together with that. They love to play Rhaegar Tassadar, but if they do that, then the Sandwich Monkeys will get access to Jaina, and I really believe that Jaina is going to be picked. Oh, wow. TeamLiquid going to a Falstad. That means that they have either to let Jaina or Rhaegar go. One of the two. And the Sandwich Monkeys with the Zagara, they have played Jaina already a couple of times. We could see them in this situation with the Zagara more into, of course, Jaina Blizzard. Jaina probably one of the most highly contested heroes when it comes to damage right now. Next to heroes like Greymane and, of course, also that Falstad that we are seeing here. But there is, okay, there's at least Rhaegar. So TeamLiquid takes at least Rhaegar, but they let that Jaina go. And that allows the Sandwich Monkeys to go now for Jaina. Could potentially go Muradin Jaina if they want to have that additional stun as well. BKB is, of course, quite solid on his Muradin too, if they want to go for it. It's a question of style, more or less. I mean, we've seen a lot of different tanks today for the Sandwich Monkeys, but right now, if they really want to go into that Jaina to combo the Maw off with her, they can go into the Stormbolt or Muradin as well. There's, of course, always now that threat of that Tassadar again. I mean, Rhaegar Tassadar, as I said before, is incredibly powerful, especially if you mix that together with an Illidan, for example. I mean, Sonya and Thrall are already banned out, so an Illidan would be the option that they can use, but I expect that the Sandwich Monkeys are going to adjust and go for a ban like this. One of the heroes that I don't really think is going to be banned here, but was banned in past best of threes where the Sandwich Monkeys played, is actually Cho'Gall. Because with Cho'Gall you have, if you pick Cho'Gall on Dragonshire, you have the problem that you have only 4 bodies on the map, and that makes it oftentimes very difficult, like going for one of those shrines and like making something happen there. The Sandwich Monkeys, thinking about a Greymane pick. Greymane for TeamLiquid usually played by Chris, so in this case they would pick the hero away. He's great for like siege damage, but also for like hero damage overall. The cocktail build is an amazing poke build that they have there, but it also like starts to look a little bit more like we could see them dodging Jaina for now and not really going for that wombo combo snipe build that they oftentimes try to use. I mean, we've seen them with Zagara, with Diablo, Zagara with ETC using Apocalypse or Moshpit as a follow-up. And if then you use also a Jaina, you can of course get incredible damage out there. But at this point, it looks like they're going a bit away from that. And that will leave us with a very different style. Muradin still chosen. I mean, we've been expecting Muradin as that tank. I've been talking about this. I still expected them maybe to go into that Jaina, but I'm actually like very interested to see how exactly we're going to look at the bans now, because both of the teams know that Jaina is around. And for both of them, it's still a big threat. Sandwich Monkeys could play a very aggressive style now with Muradin as the solo frontliner. They could go for a Charism here to really help him out at the front and still use a Jaina. That would, of course, give them a lot of damage. A squishy backline, and Muradin is the only frontliner, but they would have a lot of damage potential that they can try to snowball with. Whereas TeamLiquid, yeah, they could still use that Jaina as well, but they have still the opportunity to use that Tassadar and then maybe combo an Illidan off with that, even though Muradin with a Reverberation build is already used against them. Charism banned out, already a smart move. already like showing a bit more that we might see that particular Tassadar again for TeamLiquid. The Abathur ban is actually interesting because Abathur is not taken that often on Dragonshire. He's amazing on Cursed Hollow. We've seen him a lot on Sky Temple, like Infernal Shrines, for example, another great map for him. But I don't really see Abathur too often on Dragonshire. TeamLiquid hasn't played the hero there either, so they were the one team, of course, that has started to really look a lot more on Abathur. And I mean, as Jaina is still around, Abathur plus Jaina would have been another big threat for the Sandwich Monkeys. So I think this is currently why Abathur is being banned out here for them. TeamLiquid bringing the hero back definitely resulted in a couple of teams not only playing him as well, but also, of course, being a bit more cautious going up against TeamLiquid about facing him. So for TeamLiquid, as I said, they can branch out into several points, and they pick a Chen against the counter on Zagara. So Chen definitely back. One of the problems was S of Johan on Li Ming for a lot of time for Chen after the patch came in, but of course that talent has been removed for Li Ming, and Li Ming in it herself is not really chosen that often anymore. Chen himself can be a great hero against Zagara, and especially with a combo with Rhaegar, Chen is crazy good. After level 16, when you have the pressure point and can lock a target down a little bit more, if you have that lightning shield on you, you can jump into any hero's face like the entire game and just get incredible damage in. So Chen is really, really strong overall, and on this map, of course, as a counterpart to Zagara, he's amazing. But TeamLiquid, they want to play it with a double front line. They are already running Johanna here. They have now Chen. They could go into another squishy. Now, we haven't seen TeamLiquid too much with Lunara, but a lot of the teams have actually started to choose Lunara in these situations. I'm not sure if TeamLiquid would really consider to go into her, but they definitely have the front line to protect her accordingly. I'm currently thinking about what else they could add. I still don't feel like they're going into a Li Ming, even though, of course, she has great damage if you can lock a target down. But Chen and Johanna are not really like the stun heroes that you would usually run with that. We have them still with the opportunity to go into a Jaina, unless the Sandwich Monkeys go for her, but I mean, you can already tell that with Leoric and Mirrodin, they still need support, so they don't really have a chance to go into Jaina. But Leoric is going to help a little bit against Chen. That's definitely going to be the case, thanks, of course, to his Drain. And yeah, in terms of support, they have Brightwing for a Polymorph. That would, of course, be cool. Brightwing for Polymorph and also jumps between the shrines, that would be very nice. I kind of expected them to go into Tassadar because they played Tassadar solo for a long, long time. But in this setup, apparently, they don't want to use that. And Brightwing is actually a smart choice here, since Brightwing can go from one point on the map to the complete opposite and try to help out on the shrine fights. So that's great. And it also allows them to go for that Polymorph. So that's a pretty cool choice for the Sandwich Monkeys. I like it. We don't see a lot of Brightwings these days, but Brightwing played again. And TeamLiquid, what's going to be the damage dealer? I'm a bit curious to see that. I mean, Jaina, as I said, is still around, could be used here. Li Ming, they actually do it. They actually go for Li Ming. Wow, I really thought they would not commit to her because they don't have as much lockdown as you would usually like to have with her. Now that S of Johan is gone, a lot of the Li Ming composition that we've seen so far have been centered around stuns with ETC, with Mirrodin. They run with a Johanna and a Chen. The Condemn, of course, helps, and Li Ming is going to try to get that damage in. Guys, we're going to be in for a treat. The loser bracket here is already starting off, well, the loser bracket final actually is starting off with a great first map. Enter the Storm finals. TeamLiquid and the Sandwich Monkeys, they both want to advance to face NaVi in the finals, the grand final of the tournament. One of the teams is going to take the lead here on Dragonshire, and we're going to find out together now which one it is. The loser bracket starts with a match on Dragonshire. Game number 1, everybody, the loser bracket final, actually, that is. We have currently our first game in the best of 3 series, and both of these teams are, of course, eager to reach the grand final, where they would have to go up against NaVi in a best of 5. Currently to the left side of the map, Lowell on Chen playing the big fat panda here. We have Juve on Johanna for TeamLiquid, Chris on Falstead, Gerd Amherd on Rhaegar, and Shat is playing Li Ming. To the right side of the map, their opponents with ADRD on Zagara. We have Wolves on Greymane, Zarmany for the Sandwich Monkeys currently playing Mirrodin, BKB on Leoric, and Sportbilly actually on Brightwing. So they have that Polymorph against Chen straight, which is going to be pretty cool for these fights. And of course, talking about this map in particular, I mean, if you really want to go from one shrine to another, next to Falstead, Brightwing is the best option that you have there. So we have a lot of mobility on the side of the Sandwich Monkeys right now. Already trying to hide a little bit. And over here, level 1 talent taken. Power hungry now. Astral Presence has been changed in the last patch. We're currently in 16.2, of course, and therefore power hungry oftentimes taken as an alternative. Nice kill early on. Johanna down. The early kill against Johanna. Yeah, wow, that damage commitment that we just saw. Really well done. A nice trap. Lowell wasn't really with the team. He's up at the top lane where he belongs. And of course, in this case, it's again an adjustment in positioning. Oh my god, Li Ming taken out. Yeah, it's an early death against the Wizard. But as I already said, usually at the top lane you have Zagara over here. In this case, Lowell is of course the counterpart of her. So they're just like trying to instead go with Zagara for rotation between the middle and the bottom. Make sure that they have enough creep spread there and also vision. And that puts the entire map currently in their hands, which is very, very solid. The problem with Zagara against Chen is that Chen is one of the few heroes that can actually push Zagara back. And once that happens, you start to lose the lane, and on a map like Dragonshire, that is oftentimes a disaster for the Zagara team. So in this case, they get a solid control over the bottom shrine. Top lane is being attacked right now. Falset flying in. You have an attempt to go for the early Dragon Knight. Lowell is trying to get that shrine though, and they get it in time. Chris was flying up to help out, and Brightwing was trying to help BKB. That didn't really work out completely. We have Shat currently on Li Ming, still here down to the bottom of the map. In terms of talents, still the Regeneration Master taken for Chen as a level 1 talent. Sometimes we see block. It depends a little bit on what exactly is being chosen here. But yeah, nothing like too crazy right now. I mean, in this case, with Chen, you can actually go into Amplified Healing, which Antihero sometimes has done in the games before. There's also the Swift Reflexes on level 4 as the next talent, which can be pretty cool. But yeah, for now, we have also the Unstable Anomaly taken. So you end up with a bit of additional damage. Peekaboo has been given up for that. We see indeed Amplified Healing for Chen as a level 4 talent right now. And also Rhaegar after the Electric Charge going into the Stormcaller. An Electric Charge is an amazing talent with the Chen on your team. Especially after Pressure Point on level 16, you can really just like jump into the opponent's backline and do a lot of damage there. And again, the missile focus taken. The Charged Blast has been taken here already. So yeah, we have seen a bit of a focus, not only in the Korean meta, but also in the European one, going for those missile builds right now. Not really quite that focus that we've seen before. But of course the changes have influenced the build a lot. Again, the commitment at the top. BKB already trying to move away, and a nice welcome by Juve. They go for the kill against Leoric, and it's a cool attempt to just like get some more lane presence at the top. So 1 kill against 2. Falstad immediately flying into the mid lane. Gets stunned here, so Chris has to be careful. But of course the goal was to get this wave. They need to make sure that they don't lose too much experience with the rotations that they have now. The teams are both on level 7. And Li Ming, usually known to dish out incredible damage against structures, doesn't even get to do that because, well, there's a lot of pressure at the bot lane that forces her back the entire time into a very passive position. So one of the best things that you can do with Li Ming, of course, is early on try to put pressure on towers, get experience for your team by dropping a few of the structures. But in this case, it didn't really work out for them because the Sandwich Monkeys made a very smart decision, putting Zagara at the bot lane away from Chen, and now the rotations are still ongoing. Johanna is currently in the middle of the map. Up at the top, we are staying with level 7. BKB go for that shrine again. Lowell is there, is going to try and interrupt that. Rapid Incubation against Chosen for ADRD on his Zagara. And here comes Zarmany. Yeah, immediately for that stun, and that's a problem. Stuns and Polymorph against Chen are going to be amazing, of course, to make sure that he can't go for the shields. Falstad flying in, going deep for this one. Lingering Apparition taken on level 7 for BKB now. So he's really trying to dominate this lane, can always move back, and that's what we are currently seeing from him. And now Face Shield taken too. Zagara at the bot lane, taken down by Shat and Zagara, as the fight at the top is still raging. Wolf's moving in too. Juve is still there, but up at the top lane, Chris is also very low now. BKB is trying to go in for the kill. He himself might actually fall, and yes, Lowell jumps into his face and takes Leoric down. At the bottom lane, Shat is stealing away the shrine now. They have suddenly 2 shrines under their control. Brewmaster's Balance has been taken as a level 7 talent, and Li Ming now once again with Seeker. So going for the Charge Blast on level 4, and going for Seeker on level 7. And again, of course, trying to just like dominate that mid lane right now with an attempt to go for that Dragon Knight. The bottom of the map, that's where we're seeing Zagara attacked already. Li Ming is starting to move in. There's Shat, there's Chris, barrels in, tries to get the damage, but not enough. Shat has finally a chance, by the way, to go for a bit of tower damage here now too, and that's what he's currently trying to do. But we have at the top lane still that fight between the 2 tanks, between Leoric and Shen, and Leoric wants to relieve pressure from his team. The Sandwich Monkeys are stealing the shrines away once again, and Zagara successfully claiming the one at the bottom already. To the top, Lowell fighting with BKB for the dominance on Shrine number 2. And Lowell is still claiming it. BKB knows that he doesn't really have to go for it at this point. Chris and Zarmany fighting it out here with ADRD, still pressuring the lane and also putting the towers down. Level 7 on both sides. Li Ming moving away once again. Shad has to be careful here. Juve still attempting to zone for him. Cocktail build for Greymane, of course, going into perfect aim, draft overflow, and the elixir on level 7. And with that poke, they will get a ton of damage in. It's interesting to see the lingering apparition, by the way, on the side of BKB. He foregoes talents like Ghastly Reach, Paralyzing Rage, and a try support up at the top. They jump in. Lowell is attempting to get away. Falls dead, flies in, tries to help him out here, maybe for a counter kill. Li Ming moves in and blasts him away. Greymane is dead. The Wolf is down. They get a kill for a kill. The 10s are there for both of the teams with the Disintegrate chosen for Li Ming. We see the Wandering Keg for Chen. We are having now also Blessed Shield, Mighty Gust, and Ancestral Healing on the side of TeamLiquid with the Sandwich Monkeys going for the throat on Greymane. The more chosen Avatar, Entomb, and the Blink Heal for Brightwing. Brightwing looking for friends again on the map. Cannot go in again with a shield. Chris is there, but there's Zarmany. They try to go for a lockdown on him. And that's, of course, always the attempt to go for a Stormbolt. And Tomb wouldn't really do too much against Falstep, but Lowell is just simply moving in, didn't even see Zarmany. Moves in, tries to take it away, and here comes that goal for Chris. Barrels away and saves himself in the mid lane. Juve against Sport Billy, they are still fighting. Li Ming is trying to sneak in now too. They could go for a potential kill here. If they can get that damage in on Li Ming, that damage is still pretty solid, so you can get a lot of burst out of it. Has to teleport away here. Solid move actually, like on Chat right now. Trying to keep himself alive. Fawcett on the other hand, taken down by Wolves after Sport Billy and Zarmany moved in to get that kill. Shields again everywhere. No peekaboo. It's the unstable anomaly on level 4. As you have already seen in the talents. Lowell and BKB fighting their fight up at the top, but now the bot lane is being claimed by Zagara, and that puts a lot of pressure into the middle of the map, where we have the Dragonite statue potentially taken by the Sandwich Monkeys. It's a strong map for them. 4 kills against 4 so far in the game. No Dragonite just yet. Juve moves in with an auto attack, but he's very far out right now. They try to go in again. Wolves is there. Disintegrate hits. Shad had to use it. No resets just yet. They didn't get a kill yet. But we have Chen moving into the middle now too. They really want to fight this one. And keep in mind that, of course, Lowell with Chen can always try and keg somebody, and prime targets are definitely, first of all, Zagara and then also Greymane. If they can get a good keg on one of those two, that would be great for them. Then they can just like simply go for the kill. But talking about kills, here comes that polymorph. Chris barreling away just barely before he dies, and that allows Wolves to move into the middle to channel the statue and get that Dragonite. The objective claimed, and the Sandwich Monkeys can now move in. They're starting to move in the middle, waiting for the wave so that the keep slows down the minions instead of the Dragonite. And here come those hits, one after another. Shots fired again by Li Ming. She goes for it. The missiles everywhere. Is stunned, is polymorphed. Chad teleports away and barely survives here. But the fort or the keep is, the fort is already down. Unfettered Assault now as the level 13 talent. We're seeing Brightwing going into his Pixie Dust talents. We're seeing them with a Shield Dust taken on 13. Spell Shield even for Leoric. Super tanky version now on Leoric here. Didn't go for the Auster's Renewal, but the Lingering Apparition combined with the Hardened Bones should really allow him to get out of every single fight where he's attacked. Mutalisk, Thunderstrike, all the talents are in place, and now finally TeamLiquid also on level 13, which allows them to fight back here. But that Dragonite wants to go for fort number 2, and they're starting to go for it. We have once again the Burning Rage of Johanna, and she's starting to move in. She can take down the Creep Tumors of Zagara now as well, but first of all, that fight is the important part. Here comes Chen. He goes straight for the barrel. Barrels Leoric into his own Entomb, by the way. Ancestral Healing saving Chris at least for now. And we're seeing once again Lowell attempting to jump away, but he's now being attacked. The Mighty Gust is saving him as ADRD is about to fall, but no, he's still alive. Sport Billy and ADRD both solo, saving Brightwing with, oh, again the move from Shed. I actually like that. That was a sneak and disintegrate right there, trying to move in from the side to drop these two that have been very low. Nobody dying in that fight. And the funniest thing was actually like that keg being used at the same time as the Entomb. And for a moment, Lowell just like kegging Leoric into his own Entomb, trapping him there, but then realizing that it's probably better for him to just like keg everybody away so that the target would be safe. Yeah, very low in kills still. 4 kills against 4 so far in the game, but a lot of aggression on both sides now all of a sudden. We're seeing 30,000 damage on Li Ming. Incredible damage output actually from her. Same for Zagara with 31,000, which is pretty much what we're used to. But here comes again the Entomb, and this time Juve might be out of luck. Chris is saving him though. Very well done. And even the cocktail does not drop Juve because Gat is there with a quick heal. Good job by Gat here, saving Juve for now, just dwelling up, not even going back to base to the Nexus. We're seeing for now also the teams heading straight into level 16, of course, especially the Sandwich Monkeys. Overall, the Sandwich Monkeys still in the lead. The Shrines are going to be active again, but they're still too far away from level 16 to really completely capitalize on it. The thing is, though, it's only a matter of time, especially with AD RDT pushing the top lane now, where we also have another camp taken. Talking camps, by the way, the bot lane is also now in the hands of TeamLiquid, and they are attempting to go for the mercenary camp here, taking the bruisers, and already Lowell going straight through the towers here. Of course, Brightwing trying to just like counteract his brew a bit with the occasional polymorph, but the top lane is under a lot of pressure now. Brightwing is taking over for the rest of the team. Reason is quite simple. They can move down to the bottom now, and Brightwing can then just like jump in immediately with a quick shield when needed in the team fights. Level 16 talents are now there. Great soak from the Sandwich Monkeys. We're seeing Brood Expansion, Concentrated Blast, Stone Form for Mirrodin. And we have, besides that, also the Unyielding Despair and the Greater Polymorph. 3-second polymorph now. Mighty Gust had to be used again, and at this point we really have to see more experience so for TeamLiquid. They need that level 16 talent, and they know that too. Brightwing, yeah, in a bit of trouble. Oh my god, like that unstable anomaly. Look at that damage. There was one shot, one alone. Nice damage output there. Glass Cannon taken for Shat now at the bot lane. Rega is in trouble, heals himself, trying to get away, but the Entomb locked him down quite nicely. Sandwich Monkeys, once again, a team that already announced that they are going to disband after this tournament. They are now suddenly starting to really get ahead in this one. The loser bracket finally, it's a best of 3 series, and the Sandwich Monkeys with solid play, Disintegrate being used once again, trying to zap them down a little bit. The 16 talent is now ready, and with that we have once again the focus on the missiles here with the Mirror Ball now taken for Li Ming. Of course, Seeker on 7, Charge Blast on 4. Here comes BKB and Brightwing. Brightwing wants the polymorph. Chris is there. Here comes Leoric going straight for the skeleton swing. They're trying to get that kill. Nice damage. Chris barreling away and escaping for now. Nice dodge by Chris. Playing once again, of course, the assassin here for his team, but now both of the shrines are under the control of the team in red. By the way, we have the Earth Shield taken on level 4, so no cooldown reduction, which we so often see on Rega. It's not the tidal waves. The Earth Shield is going to have help, especially the 2 tanks at the front line, of course. And especially Chen is going to be very happy about that. There's the pressure point now. So now the fun for Chen starts to begin. We've seen very few Keks, by the way, in this game. But with pressure point, he can really start to pressure Zagara or also Wolves. They're starting to jump in again. Here's the Kek. After Entomb has been used, Juve gets healed. Well done. And Lowell is kecking everybody away right now. That puts Zarmany a bit far out here. He's immediately getting attacked, but Wolves jumps in. The Maw also used. Chris is incredibly low. He needs to be careful that Greyman is not jumping him. He's insanely low right now, and Gerd wishes that he had the tidal waves now. He wants to get those healing numbers in, but they can't abandon the fight. If they do, then the Dragonite is going to end up in the hands of the team in red, and once the Sandwich Monkeys claim another Dragonite, they can go for a keep. Fawcett flies down to the bot lane. He's trying to just like sneak one of those shrines in, and that allows them finally to move back, but it might be too late for Lowell. Lowell is attempting to move away, but here comes BKB once again. But he has again the flying kick and is just jumping away for now. So they get the chance, they get the time too well to get the hit points back, and now they can fight another day in the mid lane. And that's what they have to do. For now they are moving to the top to take also another one of these shrines. Look at the damage output by now. Li Ming going for the top damage now. 50,000 on her part. They're seeing 48,000 still on the side of Zagara, but the battle isn't over just yet. Chat is still there, spamming the missiles, going for the orb, trying to go for the Disintegrate maybe as well, but there's no lockdown yet. Especially with that level 16 talent on Chen, they can start to really bully the backline a bit more. They go for Zagara, and she's bursted away. Chat's damage explodes, and there's the double kill. 5,000 damage against these 2 heroes here alone from Li Ming, and that is the end of not only Leoric but also Zagara. That's maybe the chance that TeamLiquid was hoping for. Maybe the opportunity that they've been waiting for. At the bottom of the map, Zarmany, the only one to try and just secure that shrine. Sportbilly is moving in too, but Juve and Chris are attempting to help out. BKB is moving in with his ghost in the back, and that's an issue since Chris can't go deep because he's afraid of Leoric coming back to life and taking him down here. They have to be careful, but Leoric is back. Zigara is going to be back soon enough as well. But here comes Lowell. And Chen at this point is a nuisance. He's really, really annoying. And they're trying to go for it. BKB once again with the drain, trying to just like relieve Johanna of a couple of hit points. But once again, Lowell is about to move into. Doesn't want to jump the fort though. But they have now access to the bottom shrine. The thing is though that we have Zarmany already up at the top taking a shrine for his team as well. So they are looking very solid here with this. Again, the Sandwich Monkeys with great play. Shat poking against the structures once again, bam, zapping one of those towers down, going for the second one as well, and just eliminating those within seconds. Shot after shot being fired by Li Ming, and the damage is getting a bit out of control at this point. Glass Cannon, of course, helps with this. Again, it makes for that really strong front line that we see for TeamLiquid. Running that Johanna together with a Chen allows, of course, Li Ming to go for that build here. Both of those shrines under the control of TeamLiquid. Now maybe the chance to go for a Dragonite. BKB going into the backline, trying to go for Gerd. Fly in by Falstad into the middle. Gerd is trying to hold it a little bit longer. He's staying on the shrine. They're trying to go for it, but there is still Zarmany. He nearly takes down Chris. Rega is down at the bottom, and he was trying to hold it for as long as he could, but he didn't get the chance. Chris is about to fall. The bird is down. Zarmany with a 1 versus 2, but he gets that damage in, and now they're attempting to go for Lowell as well. Zarmany, of course, has to be relieved here, but the top shrine is still in the hands of the Sandwich Monkeys. 7 kills against 6. What a slugfest. Level 20 talents now. The Rewind on Mirrodin, the Spectral Leech on Leoric makes a lot of sense with all those hit point heavy heroes. Look at that! Zarmany is getting just zapped away, but hits his avatar plus Stone Form in time to survive. And now Shat is polymorphed. Shat needs to teleport out. He does not have the cooldown. He's trying, but Leoric is hitting him out of the park with a quick hit. One hit right there. BKB's baseball bat to the face drops Li Ming, and that is now another Dragonite for the Sandwich Monkeys. Level 19 versus 20. The DK has been capped. Great play here, and level 20 will soon be ready, of course, for TeamLiquid as well, but this is definitely going to be the first keep of the game. Juve already at the bot lane, securing some extra experience points. There we have now the epic mount for Falstad. We're seeing a Hardened Shield, Indestructible, Rewind for Rhaegar, and Li Ming will go for Tarushas most likely. At least it's one of the options that she has here. Tarushas can, of course, be very, very strong in this setup. But she has a couple of options at this point. Once again, the keep is about to fall. Li Ming down for another 15. The keep already gone, and they're not stopping with the keep. They try to go for core, aren't they? 10 seconds until Li Ming is going to be back for the damage. Zarmany is getting dropped on that Dragonite, though. Good zoning from Lowell and Juve, making sure that they get that. Here comes the Ancestral Healing. Li Ming is back to business. Tarushas has been chosen, and now here comes the damage. Rhaegar is down, but Li Ming is lasering everybody away, Dragon Ball style. In comes the barrel, but Chen is dead, and that's a 5 versus 3 once again. Juve's Indestructible is being procced now too. Zarmany nearly falling. Chris going in for the damage. The more is there though, but they might not be able to finish. If Juve can stay alive, if he can stay alive long enough, Falstad is dead, and that is a disaster. It's a 5 versus 2 right now. Li Ming with the damage. He's trying, but 50% on the core. It's so low, and that's the end. Li Ming is down. The game is over. GG, well played as the Sandwich Monkeys take the first game at the loser bracket final versus TeamLiquid.
Red team is victorious.
Alright everybody, the game is starting up. Game number 2, Sky Temple, is going to be the important one. We currently have the Sandwich Monkeys in the lead against TeamLiquid. It was a very interesting game if you think about it. I mean, Li Ming with 90,000 damage, insane damage output. And if you consider that, of course, she's very much depending on her resets as well, and that they didn't get a lot of cooldowns and therefore couldn't really drop targets, then that damage output with 90,000 is even more so impressive. But still, the hero lost again, so Li Ming now in competitive competitive after the last patch, after 16.2. Currently looking rather weak in competitive. Hasn't won a single map, at least not on this stream. The Sandwich Monkeys with TeamLiquid as the first ban, so we could see on Sky Temple here once again like a few fights over Zagara, Falstad, Thrall of course, and Falstad actually even banned out right now. The Sandwich Monkeys have played in a pretty amazing game on the last map, I have to say, and for me personally it's still like a bit of a shock if you think about it. Like, Li Ming really depends a lot on her trade, right, trying to get those resets in, but even without it, Shad was able to get 90,000 damage on the board. And now just imagine what would have happened if they could have just finished a few of these heroes off in the team fights to really snowball it a little bit more. So I guess we could actually see TeamLiquid try to play with Li Ming again if they are not afraid of giving it another shot. Even though, of course, they had great success already with their drafts before. The Sandwich Monkeys, oh wow, for a Lost Viking ban. So that's definitely like a target ban against Shad. Shad is very strong on Abathur and also strong on the Lost Vikings. He has played those heroes for TeamLiquid for a long time now and even for his previous teams before that. Keep in mind that these teams are probably also streaming against each other, so that Lost Vikings ban is definitely a target ban at this point. Do I have to try and pronounce yet? Uterina, Kino, Lata, Naga, Zula, Hula Hula. I just, dude, sorry, no chance. But thank you very much for the support, bro.
Hey Chris, my cousin finally broke my desk, so I slapped them around for a few hours like you told me to. I think I'm going to prison. You may as well take this money as I won't be able to use it. See you round, man. Sad face.
Alright, I remember that one. Good one, dude. Yeah, I remember that one from the last time. But yeah, I am happy that you finally stood up to your cousin. That's good for you. That you go to prison, that means that you probably overdid it a little bit. Tassadar is the first pick for TeamLiquid, so that's already vision that they have. Wow, Tassadar over Rhaegar. I'm just like realizing that now. If you go for a Tassadar over Rhaegar, now that's a little bit crazy. That surprises me a lot. That surprises me so much that I'm double checking if we have like a second draft coming in. Nope, that's the real draft apparently. So a Tassadar take in here. That is very, very interesting. I mean, Tassadar over Rhaegar, I haven't really seen that in quite some time. I mean, Tassadar, of course, like overall is super strong. Maybe they just want to go for a double support composition and leave Rhaegar out for it. Rhaegar is probably going to be taken by the Sandwich Monkeys together with Zagara now. That would leave, by the way, then also Thrall open. So TeamLiquid apparently, it's actually, I mean, I'm not quite sure if I would go for it, but if your idea is, wow, Sonya taken with Zagara, unbelievable. TeamLiquid can go for a Thrall and they can go for also Rhaegar if they want to, or they can play like Rhaegar together with like Illidan right now. But that is interesting. I don't know what surprises me more here. That TeamLiquid is willing to go for the Tassadar over Rhaegar, or that the Sandwich Monkeys don't pick Rhaegar, but like prioritize Sonya to a degree where they say they're going to pick her. It's completely understandable to go for that Zagara in that early double draft, and yes, TeamLiquid, they go for it. They play now that Illidan composition that we've been talking about like most of the day already. They go for an Illidan, they have the Tassadar already, and they can drop that Rhaegar right now if they want to. They could go for another double support, of course, as well. But right now, they go for the Abathur first. Wow. No way. I mean, they played this before. Don't get me wrong. But Abathur, they are so afraid that the Sandwich Monkeys ban out Abathur that they consider picking Abathur over Rhaegar. A hero that has been banned and first picked like the entire day. They can ban Rhaegar out now. What is going on here? This is a bit insane. The Illidan composition wasn't really a big surprise with like the Tassadar. It could have been a Thrall composition, of course, but still. Illidan composition, we kind of expected that. But that Rhaegar is being banned, I suppose he's going to be banned out by one of the teams. That is a little bit insane. So completely different meta stuff from what we've seen before. The head cleaner, dude, like, you see what you did there. Hair jokes. Very creative, my friend. Thanks nonetheless, dude. That setup. Jaina banned out, and are we going to see the ban on Rhaegar now? I mean, the Sandwich Monkeys, if he's not banned out, they're going to take him. What else do you ban here? If they're really not afraid of the support as is, and they say Sonya with the Lightning Shield is fine, what else would you ban? You would ban, yes, an ETC would work. You could also, like, ban, I suppose, yeah, ETC combos well with Zagara. Thrall, you could ban out. Nah, I don't see it. What's going on, dude? Who comes up with these nicknames? What are you guys doing? That's definitely not the same nickname like before. You're trolling me, dude. I'm not gonna try for that. Like, what?
It's pronounced Tucheridite-Analo Yangada.
Oh, really? Great. I already forgot that again. I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, this draft is crazy. This draft is really crazy. I mean, like, there's so much mind games going into this, starting with that Vikings ban that we see from the Sandwich Monkeys, which clearly indicates that the two teams have been scrimming against each other and that it is a target ban. Now a Johanna plus Sonya. ETC, of course, banned out. I mean, like, Zagara with a Maw would have been a great setup for the potential mosh pit. Sonya can do a lot with that as well. By the way, we've seen the Sandwich Monkeys with Johanna Sonya combos where they went into Leap and Falling Sword if they needed to. Only like throwing it in. I don't really expect it here because we have a different setup. But if you have like a team that has a very weak backline and a strong front line, then you can actually do that. In this case, it wouldn't really make too much sense because Illidan is going to be the main focus. Johanna with the shield glare can really work against that. It surprises me though that we don't have a Muradin over the Johanna. I like the shield glare against Illidan. I like that a lot, but I feel like Muradin with his reverberation might have been better. Brightwing, on the other hand, is a great choice for the healer, even though it again means that Rhaegar is not part of that comp, because Brightwing means polymorph. Brightwing with a polymorph against Illidan is actually like pretty sweet, especially after level 16 when you get the greater polymorph for 3 seconds. But it now means that Team Liquid, I mean, like, can they even go for Rhaegar? I mean, think about this lineup for a moment. They need a frontliner. It's probably going to be Muradin. And then they need to make that choice if they want to go for another range damage dealer. And usually with this setup, you would go for another range damage dealer. It's the reason why the Sandwich Monkeys banned Jaina in the first place, because they don't want to go up against Abathar. And there's the Greymane. Rhaegar is ignored. Rhaegar is not going to be part of this draft. Greymane and range damage dealer makes sense. It's why Jaina is banned out, because nobody wants to go up against Abathar copies on Jaina or against like that. And this is getting crazy. So Johanna taken over Muradin. Reverberation build apparently from the Sandwich Monkeys, not judged strong enough. They want to go for the shield glare against Illidan instead and the blessed shield as a stun. And now we have that Muradin picked. Wow. That draft. Team Liquid, yeah, of course. Hi Victor, how you doing? Thank you bro. Holy shit. Look at this draft. There's no Rhaegar in there. And the mind games. The Tassadar first pick. And the Sandwich Monkey's not even reacting to it. They go for a Vala now. Vala, I mean, she can go Frost Shot here. You can go Arrow build. That Illidan is going to try to get out of control in this game. He's going to really try to get completely out of control. But Team Liquid, they could have played with Tassadar Rhaegar Illidan. They decide to go Abathar over Rhaegar because he has the soak on the lanes as well. And Brightwing, probably the peekaboo, could find out where he's positioned. Like, guys, this draft, I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. And I have to change my pants after this game. Team Liquid versus the Sandwich Monkeys. Game number 2 on Sky Temple, and I really like this. Defies everything that we had in terms of meta over the last couple of days, but this is awesome. I'm loving it. I mean, we've seen Illidan compositions from Team Liquid, but the dedication here to go for Illidan and pick Tassadar over Rhaegar. Every time we've seen them so far with an Illidan comp, they made it happen after a Rhaegar first pick. In this game, they change it up. Game number 2 is coming in, guys, and like, wow. Let's jump straight into Sky Temple and see how this works out. But right now, looking at the draft, this is looking awesome. This is looking like a great game. So, well, let's see which team is going to take it here on map number 2. Game number 2, and what a setup here. Team Liquid against the Sandwich Monkeys, and to the left side of the map it is Lowell on Illidan. We have Yuva on Muradin, Gerd Amherd on Tassadar, Shad on Abathar, and Chris on Greymane. Rhaegar was not banned, but he was ignored. To the right side, the support for the Sandwich Monkeys is Sport Billion Brightwing, so that he has the polymorph against Illidan. We have Wolves on Vala, Zarmany for the extra single target damage on Sonya, ADRD on Zagara, and we're currently seeing Johanna played by BKB. This draft is once again just a proof that these teams have been playing against each other quite a bit, and there were a ton of mind games. In the lobby, they've been talking about like the mind games that have been being played here. Even a ban on the Lost Vikings on the side of the Sandwich Monkeys, because they know that TeamLiquid likes to play those on Shat occasionally. Shat is back on his Abathur right now, but this is definitely one of those drafts that would have never happened if two teams face each other that don't know each other. This is just trying to get ahead with mind games between two teams that have a good feel for each other, that scrim together, that practice together, and that kind of knew what's going on here. So right now we have a very cool setup with a huge focus on the melee assassin on the side of TeamLiquid, of course, whereas a lot of the heroes that are on the setup for the opponent are really just like trying to keep Illidan low. That Johanna taken over a Muradin, so in this case the Sandwich Monkeys valuing the Reverberation build a little bit less than they value that shield glare that Johanna can bring to the table. Lowell, of course, at the bot lane right now. Get I'm here with him. Shat there as well. Soak at the top, thanks to Chris, going again for the cocktail build. And in the middle of the map, we are having that Johanna. In terms of builds, we are seeing the Siphoning Arrow taken as the level 1 talent, so it's all about the arrow build right now, trying to just like punish Illidan once that he jumps in and is a bit isolated. Right wing is going to be all about that polymorph, and greater polymorph on level 16 is definitely going to be the talent that will be taken here. We're having now Shot of Fury taken, here's the Reverberation build for Muradin, and of course the Envenom Nests. This is going to be a great game, like especially from a style point of view. This is going to be quite a lot of fun. And not seeing Rhaegar here is, of course, something that is absolutely unheard of after the last 2 patches that Blizzard dropped. Here come the temples, of course, down to the bot lane. We have Illidan making his way over into the middle of the map. Sonya is still staying strong, though. There is Abathur trying to soak the experience here with his buddy at the gate. And once again, Lowell and his boys are up in the middle. They abandon actually the top temple and are starting to fight for this one. Again, one of the disadvantages of having Abathur in your composition is that up to level 10 you do not have a 5th buddy in the fights. You need to wait for the ultimate evolution before you can actually like move in with a copy on Abathur. And we will see that copy on Illidan. We will see the copy occasionally, maybe even on a Muradin, who could use that Stormbolt for a second stun, depending on the situation. And of course, there's always Greymane as well, trying to overpower the opponent with momentum, trying to go deep for the kills here. That is going to be the name of the game. Again, Puncturing Arrow taken here, Repeating Arrow on level 7 would complete the build, and then you can make the adjustments on level 13 depending on the game situation. Again, Illidan is being forced back, and Illidan, of course, himself is going to get a lot stronger in the later stage of the game when we have level 13 ready for them. We have Sonya still at the bottom of the map, trying to soak against Chat here. And currently also Immolation taken as the level 4 talent. On level 1 we saw the Shadow Shield. Illidan, of course, it's all about survivability for him. First aid on level 7 is going to be the talent. And Zagara taken down at the top lane. Chris and Juve going in for the kill. Juve, by the way, with no level 4 talent taken just yet. He could still go into a Stormbolt variation here with a Sledgehammer. Oh, he decides to go into the 3rd win. He's the solo support for his team. At this point, he wants to have the additional sustain in these fights. Him and Illidan, the two front lines, they start to jump in. Chris is in Worgen form already. They go for BKB, and Iron Skin is down. BKB is dropped, and TeamLiquid with the first 2 kills in the game here. Juve moving away, needs to be careful here of course, but that 3rd wind is going to help him. Didn't feel the need to go into the talents. Juve still regenerating hit points very fast. Chris sacrificing his life here to the top though. He moved into the wrong spot. And now we have still level 6 versus level 6. Shat is moving out a little bit farther, trying to get the experience here for at least a few of those, but already back on the symbiote form so that he can help out with the camp that is being taken over here. We have Muradin in the middle of the map, starting to jump into. Repeating Arrow has already been taken by Vala as expected. Ferocious Healing and Rapid Incubation, the talents on Sonya and Zagara, with Brightwing going straight into Peekaboo and also into the face shield for his Hyper Shift. So once again, we're having battle momentum even taken for Johanna, trying to get that shield glare in. A really nice adjustment. With battle momentum now taken on Johanna, it's all about getting that shield glare up a little bit more often so that you can go for the additional glares against Illidan and make his life much, much harder. Kala's Embrace has been taken after the Leeching Plasma, and that's of course going to be super important for Lowell in every single one of these fights, that he just increases his life leech and also has the chance there to sustain his life for a bit longer when he's about to be bursted. We're seeing again the Vile Nests taken, the Incendiary Elixir has been taken after the draft overflow on the perfect aim, so the build has been more or less completed. Oh, top lane on the other hand, Bright being taken down, Lowell, Chris and Juve jumping in for the kill, going deep for for this one, and also pushing together with the camp that they claimed before to put a bit more damage onto the fort itself, which of course right now they can't really eliminate just yet. We're still seeing the BKB moving around, Vision claimed again, and I mean this game already, all the momentum that TeamLiquid is trying to build up here. We're seeing again down to the bottom of the map, Get Amherd on his Tassadar, and in the middle, Shat starting to rotate around a little bit with his body. He will go to the top, currently slobbering his way up to the top lane to make sure that he gets the experience there. I mean, it's like half, of course, it's half the battle if you have an Abathar in your game, that you have a good one that is able to make these things happen. Camp has been taken, timed a little bit. At the bot lane, we're going to see the temple activated any second. There it is. And, of course, now also the Siege Giants claim. And the Siege Giants are going to put the pressure in. Brightwing comes in. Shat is there. Has to move away. The Slug is moving back, but Brightwing can jump into the fight at the bot lane. Both of the teams very close to level 10, which is actually probably the reason why Brightwing isn't even teleporting down yet. Because if he does, or if she does, then of course we are going to see Abathar soak level 10 for his team, and that will give them a massive lead for the fight. And right now, TeamLiquid is already getting the first few shots and starting to take the towers down, but the level 10 is a little bit faster for the Sandwich Monkeys. They are very close, though. Here comes the 10, going for the throat, Metamorphosis, Ultimate Evolution, Haymaker! Haymaker on Juve, solo tank at the front line, but still going for Haymaker, and they are gonna try for full damage. Lowell jumping out, being attacked, oh, and he goes down! Wolves with a strafe, even Juve also low, and here comes the kill, the more against Greymane, and Chris is gonna fall too. A triple kill for the Sandwich Monkeys, unbelievable. These guys are starting to put the pressure in, unbelievable. They take 3 heroes down, great kill for them, a bit of an overstay at the temple down to the bottom. Illidan could not get away, now they are back, but they start to lose a lot of ground here because this is a kill against the fort at the bot lane. At the top, Shat is doing whatever he can to soak extra experience, but of course this puts TeamLiquid in a bit of an awkward spot right now. Very awkward position for them at this point. At the bottom of the map, we are currently seeing Sport Billy here. We are having them soaking the last few shots of that temple, and that puts more pressure into the mid lane. And will actually drop this fort here as well. The fort is going to fall if they get the entire duration. Yep, it's down, and that is also going to start dropping the top one. It's nearly going to eliminate it. I mean, this tower is the only thing that really stands between the temple and elimination on the fort. So this is the last one remaining. From a structural perspective, we are now seeing an amazing situation on the side of the Sandwich Monkeys. They are really starting to rock it here. Oh, wow! An attempt to go for boss. Now that is balls to the walls right there. I'm not quite sure if that's actually going to work out. Zarmony is already there and they have to abandon it. They were trying to sneak it. They actually have it at half HP already. Illidan, are they really going to go for that? No way. No way that they're going to keep that up. Juve is trying, but they can't really do that. Here's another camp that's been taken by Wolves in the meantime, or already attacked. So it's really just trying to threaten boss here. Sandwich Monkeys, are they going to try and move over to claim it themselves? No, and the boss is leashed and gets his hit points back. So for now, we are having level 13 about to hit, and there it is. The next talent ready for the Sandwich Monkeys, and in this case, it's again the Mutalisk. We have also an Ice Block for Brightwing. Brightwing actually not going for Pixie talents. She's going for an Ice Block here. That's actually very rare to see on Brightwing here. We don't see that too often, at least not in the European scene. We have again Burning Rage and also a Spell Shield now for Vala. Now Vala, with of course that build that she's currently using here, has a bit of more freedom on level 13 and could have even gone into a Frost Shot even without Composite Arrow on level 1 to just get a bit of slow out against Illidan if he jumps in deep. But going straight here now for that Spell Shield helps, of course, a little bit against that constant poke that we see from heroes like Greymane. And also it helps against abilities in general. I mean, Haymaker, of course, is something that we have to consider here as well. That's a sentence that I didn't think I would utter in quite some time. But Haymaker has become a bit more popular. Once again, TeamLiquid, of course, trying to soak experience now themselves. They want to make sure that they get the extra talent. And that will make Illidan's life so much easier. Once that he has the 6th Sense taken on 13, it's going to make his life much, much easier. And there it is. So now he can jump a little bit deeper. The Unfettered Assault has been taken out as well for Chris on his Greymane. And we're seeing Bombard Strain for Abathar. So Abathar will have to move down to the bottom of the map, and that's what he's currently doing here, trying to, of course, keep all of that alive. In the middle of the map, on the other hand, we're starting to see a bit of a fight happening between the teams. Mirrodin going full damage, by the way, going straight into now the Burning Rage 2. 2, which will help against the creep tumors, but Illidan with his immolation could have served a similar purpose. And it's also about, of course, that damage in those fights. Again, they're starting to jump in, and they go for the kill up at the top. Juve and Lowell are rather low, though. Shat is going for the copy now. Double Grey Mane it is. And they are already going for that shrine against the double Grey Mane. They can jump in if they see a chance. Shat is losing his copy now, though. He's jumping in again, trying to buy a bit of time. Brightwing moving into with a peekaboo. They have all the vision that they need, and this shrine ends up in the hands of the Sandwich Monkeys. It's just unbelievable. This team announced that they would disband. They were even thinking about dropping out of the End of the Storm tournament, and then they said, nope, we already committed to it. We're gonna finish it. And they expected, like, I don't know what they expected, but now they are about to enter the grand final. If they win another map against TeamLiquid, they are already at least 3rd place in the tournament, which will give them $1,000 at least. This is insane. There's 10,000 on the line overall, and these are the top 3. NaVi waiting in the grand final, and of course now the Sandwich Monkeys and TeamLiquid here in the loser bracket final. Again, the moves on the map. TeamLiquid falling farther and farther behind right now. 1 level behind as we speak. Chris, Lowell, Juve, they're all there. They're jumping in, trying to steal this one away. Here comes Gerd with the shields. Juve is low. No avatar for him. They try to take the cap, and they will be able to get it. And the more of the Aegis. An amazing one hitting everybody. Chris down. Oh my god. Mirrodin, Illidan, they are all dying. Gerd is moving away. He might be able to escape here, but this is of course going to be boss. And there is still also the bot lane to consider. What a disaster for TeamLiquid right now. We are seeing the Sandwich Monkeys just like playing the game or the series, the tournament of their life here. They go in for boss now. They take it easy peasy. They have the level 16 talent, and now they can just simply go for the first keep at least. There's also still a temple down to the bottom of the map. Uh-oh, Shat needs to be careful. He can't move out against this setup. 16 talents now, the Greater Polymorph as expected, imposing presence on 2 of the heroes. The adjustments on Sonya against the auto attack heavy Illidan and Greymane, making sure that they are completely locking down those auto attacks. Great play by the Sandwich Monkeys, and what a game once again by them. Boss at the bot lane, going through the wall. Brightwing taking the temple, starting to TP in right now over here. They go again for Mirrodin. Shat is there on the copy. Juve is already out of the fight. The tank is gone. I really feel it was a mistake to go for Haymaker here. It can be a great talent, especially in double warrior setups, but as a single target, as a single warrior, single frontliner, it really feels like Mirrodin is a bit too squishy here right now. That level 16 talent with the Stone Farm is of course going to help quite a bit, but still every single fight that you see Juve jump in, just a few seconds later, he has to move out once again because he is focused and extremely low. Mirrodin on avatar form would have made this probably a bit easier for them to stay in the fight and to have someone fighting next to Illidan, but right now, TeamLiquid is struggling. They are struggling a lot, and they lost hit points in the middle of the map on the keep already. The bottom one is still being attacked here. It could theoretically fall. There's enough shots left to really drop this one, and that's why TeamLiquid is now moving in. They have the 16 talent, they're going for it. Stoneform already chosen. Here comes Juve. Is trying to go for the kill here. A lot of heroics are about to be up again. Vala with a strafe. She has it ready again. And of course, Abathar moving to the top, trying to drop a couple of structures here now to close the gap in experience. But down here, the Maw has already been used. Strafe is being used at the same time. They're trying to drop the damage on Lowell. Is Illidan. He's moving away. Juve is already down again, and Get Him Head also trying to shield them, but Lowell is sucked into the Condemn, and he's falling. The copy on Shat also eliminated. He's going to be back at the top where he can finally push this fort down, but it's going to be the first one in this game. And the Sandwich Monkeys, they show no mercy. They're like sharks sweating blood in the water. They're going for their prey. They're kicking the dog when it's down, and now they're just moving in to drop at least this keep. And it's going to be, of course, an easy drop. I'm not sure if they can finish, but they can kill keep number 2 in the middle, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. The Sandwich Monkeys with a 1-0 lead in this series, the loser bracket final. They want to make sure that they move on to face NaVi in the next round. It's a bit of a Cinderella story here right now, and it is absolutely incredible play that we are seeing from them. Really well played by the Sandwich Monkeys. They are again in the middle of the map right now. They moved back. It was a smart move. They're very close now also to level 20, which would give them the extra talent here, of course. And once they have the Storm talents, I mean, what can actually stop them right now? This is definitely... I mean, I don't think that TeamLiquid can win this anymore. The Sandwich Monkeys, on the other hand, they can still lose it. I mean, if they make one mistake, if they engage into a wrong battle, start to split heroes off or get a bit overconfident, then TeamLiquid with this setup can always jump back into the game. But if the Sandwich Monkeys continue to play the same way that they've played throughout the entire map so far, then I think it's more or less lights out for TeamLiquid. TeamLiquid, they have to hope for a mistake. They have to wait for an opportunity. They're even talent. They're on even talents at least, so that gives them at least a chance. But they have to really make it count. Once those 20s are in play, they have to really bide their time, and I'm not sure if they really can. Yeah, there's an Oh, Yu was trying to jump in, but it was too early. I mean, he had to. He had to with Byron moving. It was the idea to go for Haymaker. Didn't get the chance. So now they're starting to fall farther and farther behind. 20 is soon being reached. TeamLiquid, they have to play around it somehow. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds until the boss is back, or you could try to sneak that in. But the bot lane is now also being pressured. Shat is moving to the top. The Slug is aiming for a few of those shots here on the temple. So they're moving in. He has a trap at the bottom. Can they make something happen? Can they go for ADRD? They're trying, and this might be the kill that they need. They go for it and they take it down. Zagara is dead. It's a 5 versus 4, and this could be the moment that they've been waiting for. TeamLiquid, they try to go for the IGN moment here. They try to go for the 6.5 out of 10 for the comeback at the top lane. Brightwing has taken over. Abathur needs to move back to save that core, and of course the keep up here might even fall. But now we have a bit of time bought for TeamLiquid. They have hope once again, but the 20s are ready, and that means rewind for the double polymorph. Twice the duration at the top lane. Brightwing might be in a bit of trouble. It's being pushed back by Tassadar here. Down to the bottom. Can they really make a trap happen or something here? Nerves of Steel have also been chosen right now, so, sorry, not Nerves of Steel, but the Ignore Pain has been chosen. Here comes the jump at the bot lane again. They go for Spot Billy, and Brightwing is down. Brightwing is toast. She's dead, and they fight without the talent, but they have to. TeamLiquid, they have to commit right now. They know it. They are behind with the talent, but they're still going for the kill here. Zarmani is about to fall now as well. TeamLiquid, they're trying to go for it, and they finally get their kills in. They're close to level 20 now. The boss is up once again. They want to go for BKB. Shat is still there, zoning him out a little bit. The top lane is being attacked on the other hand. The temples are still up at the map, and we see that Bruiser camp going straight for the keep right now. Abathur has to move in and try to stop them. 2 heroes down for the Sandwich Monkeys. TeamLiquid with the attempt. They finally have their 20s now. That means, again, demonic form. They're going in for the potential kill. Illidan still making sure that they get at least that boss. Zagara had to blink out Great Force Wall once more, and TeamLiquid on the move back into that game. Boss moving through the bot lane. They need to make sure that they have a few structures remaining here. Shat is playing. He's doing whatever he can. We're currently seeing them also with a Locust Nest here being used. Already Illidan is on point, taking those shots. The rest of the team moving through the bot lane. As we can see, 100,000 siege damage for Abathur. They're moving in. Illidan, where is he? Needs to come into the fight, and so does, of course, also the copy on Abathur himself, but the ultimate evolution is not up yet. Boss is trying to go for it. They need to at least drop a keep right now if they want to make that happen. Sonya is back to business. This is the chance for TeamLiquid to maybe make a play here. 6 kills against 9 already, and they're starting to go for that keep. They can't move out, but there's the Haymaker. Haymaker against Zagara. The more, but Illidan is on her. Illidan is in, polymorphed already. They're jumping in it. Chris is there, polymorphed now as well after the rebind, but Lowell takes down Zagara. The copy on Shat is down on the other hand. They're attempting to go for Brightwing. Once again, the blink heal is saving Sport Billy. The boss is still on it, moving towards the core. Zarman is being attacked now. What's going on here? Jump on Juve. He's moving away, but Chris gets the shield of Abathur before he dies. I can't believe it. He's still alive, but there is... No, he's still alive. He's still living, and Juve is trying to help out. Tassadar is already down. Where's that Stormbolt? Where's that bloody Stormbolt to save Chris? He's trying to get away somehow. Stormbolt is there, but the multi-shot is eliminating him. He was trying to get away, but he did not make it happen. The Sandwich Monkeys now with 11 kills against 7. They're starting to move up to the top lane. They want to have the temple right now. They know that the temple... Can the shots actually take down the keep? I think it's close. It's going to be so close. But what a game right now. What's happening here? This is getting crazy. Shots fired any moment right now. There's Sonya up at the top. We're currently seeing Zarmani in position. He's claiming the shots. And at this point, it looks like this keep is just barely going to survive. Yeah, it will, but not... Wow, that is going to get too close. Mines everywhere. Abathur doing his thing right now. Once again, we're seeing Lowell starting to just like move up to the top. And of course, at this point, even like even a backdoor attempt is absolutely possible. They're starting to move in again. Lowell is just waiting for a chance to make something happen, some kind of play. But still, Sandwich Monkeys, they're trying to play the safe right now. They're moving around the map once again as 5. They're not exposing anybody. They're not exposing a single hero right now because they know that every single kill against them could be their last. Once again, we have the camp stolen away. The extra pressure against the core is definitely going to be an issue. At this point, all kinds of strategy already went out the window. This is all about like the next fight. This is all about like trying to stay alive long enough to get another pick on the map, maybe get a kill in there. Shad is getting siege damage numbers in, like, it's insane. Like, he's always dropping the nest, he's always dropping the locust boot, trying to push these lanes back a little bit, and TeamLiquid is doing the same. It's them buying time for the next temple. Once the next temple is going to be in play, then they have to commit to it. They need to leave their base, they can't push these back anymore, and that means that at this point, they have to push the lanes, or they have to push the lanes far out before it happens, or they will just, like, lose too much on the core. 140,000 actually siege damage on Abathur already. 65,000 damage on Greyman in hero damage. Zagara on 59 at this point. And Illidan, well, he's looking, of course, for the chase. He's on 14k, but there's Zagara again. Zagara, oh my god, ADRD with that reaction time. Making sure that he bolts away. He sees someone as he face checks the bush and jumps away immediately. Now, once again, here comes the move at the bottom. Already, we have Peekaboo being used. Juve, he knows that he's being visible right now. Get is there, dropping the storms one after another. Here comes the force wall. They're trying to go maybe for the fight. Abathur not committing to the copy yet. We don't see the ultimate evolution just yet, but here they come. The TeamLiquid. This is the only chance. If they lose here, they're out of the tournament. They will come in 3rd place and win $1,000, but you want more than that. You want to go up against Navi again. They want their revenge in the grand final. Are they going to get it, though? Sandwich Monkeys, they are only 1 map win away from reaching the grand final. Everybody just like looking for a good position here. Temple being captured at the top, and they get their shots in. 1 keep has been destroyed for the Sandwich Monkeys. Here comes the wraparound at the bottom. ADRD is already there waiting a little bit. We have Low looking for them. And yes, they're trying to flank from behind. They're trying to move in, and here they are. Chris is moving away already. Illidan is there. Zagara once again looking for that more. We've seen great mores from ADRD here so far. Again, the temple is being taken. Shots fired against TeamLiquid, and it's going to cost them the keep if they don't stay on point right now. They have to commit to it. Abathur not going for the copy just yet. He's still at the bottom of the map, but we're going to see it soon. Tacita moves away, and here comes the commitment. They're starting to jump in immediately. Once again, we have Chad on the copy against Greyman. They're trying to go for the kill against Harmony, and at the same time, the more against 3. The more against 3. They kill. Not against Brightwing. Dashing away, but already Tacita and also Mala down. Support is eliminated, and Sportman is about to fall against the copy of Shad. Shad could move in. They kill against Mirrodin. Sonya about to fall. She's down. Chris jumps in. Lowell too. They too are just trying to wreck them, but Brightwing is still alive, and now both of them have to retreat here. What a fight. A 2-for-2 trade. The shots are still being fired though, and the keep is going to fall at the top lane, and even points on the core are going to be eliminated. It was so close. Shad nearly could take down Brightwing, but it did not quite happen. It was so close, but Brightwing jumps away and is able to survive. The core is going to lose a couple of hit points right now as well. It is still 23 versus 22. We're 23 minutes in, and guys, at this point, any kind of attempt to go for like another temple has to be thwarted by TeamLiquid, or they're not going to be able to come back into this. A core, like any kind of temple would now drop the core immediately, and the boss, of course, as well. TeamLiquid, they have to go in for it, and they know it. They know that they have to commit to this. Vala is already on her move back. We have Tacita on the way into the middle as well. Illidan is already trying to take a few of the camps because there's nothing else to do at this point. Nice move by Chris, checking the bush here. They know that boss is, it would be their downfall. By the way, for both of these teams, if boss is taken by TeamLiquid, the game is over. If boss is taken by TeamLiquid, there's no keep at the bot lane. TeamLiquid can finish. 24 minutes in with a boss at this time, this is a chance that TeamLiquid has. If they go for a boss, they could make it work here. And both of these teams are going to look for that opportunity. To the top lane, Shat already in position. We're seeing him starting to push that away again. Here comes the commitment into the middle. They have to move back right now. They are already on boss, but they can't take it. Nice attempt by the Sandwich Monkeys to threaten. So we have that move back, and immediately, well, the Slug is running. The Slug should run a little bit faster, but it's not being attacked. It's actually the rest of the team that is suddenly finding themselves in trouble. They need to win a fight. If TeamLiquid wins the fight, they can win the game. They can go for the boss and then go straight for the core, but the kill against Mirrodin. Not quite. The shield is there. and the copy again. Shat on the Greymane copy. The Maw only against one. It's only a one-man Maw this time. Shat is losing the copy, but there's the Stormbolt that drop against Zagara. Zagara is down. Team Liquid is trying to make the plays here, but Sarmini, oh my god, the Haymaker. No, she's dying as anyways. Muradin is still down. Sport Billy is moving away. This is crazy. The Haymaker nearly saved Muradin. It was so close. Zagara was already dead, and now the temple is active. It's 2 temples, and they have to get both. They have to get both temples. Here's the Locust, there's the Mines. Shat is on the temple right now. They need the slug attack up at the top, and in the middle of the map, of course, there's the Sandwich Monkeys. They are moving in now as well. If both temples end up in the hands of Team Liquid, not only will Team Liquid save their own core, but also they will start to put so much pressure onto the Sandwich Monkeys that they might win the game. Again, the jump against Wolves. Vala in trouble, but the kill against Greymane, the kill against LOL. It's game. It's GG. The game is over. The game is over. Zarmany is on the spot, and the Sandwich Monkeys, they're gonna make it. They take down Tassadar. Only Abatha is alive. The Slug is the only survivor and is moving back. This, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be game. No matter what they do, they're gonna win it. They can go for the temples, and they do. This is the Sandwich Monkeys moving in against Navi at the grand final. Unbelievable. I can't believe this just happened. What a game here. GG, well played. A 2-0 victory over Team Liquid for the Sandwich Monkeys, and we will see them again in the grand final against Navi.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is GG and the end of another series here on Khaldor TV with Heroes of the Storm. So once again, we have another video finished, and I hope that you enjoyed the commentary and that you liked the game, of course, as well. It was a pleasure casting the match for you. And if you guys really enjoyed it, then make sure that you give that video a thumbs up on YouTube. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to do that too. If you have friends that are interested in Heroes of the Sports esports scene, then definitely recommend the channel to them, or just show them the video if they want to see like a bit how the pros are drafting here, especially of course when it comes to the North American scene, European scene. And I mean, these days we even have a couple of Chinese games on the channel here, so I hope that you enjoy that as well. That being said, thank you very much for watching again. I'm going to see you guys next time with more Heroes of the Storm content here on the channel. Have a great day and enjoy your week, and see you soon. Bye bye.